Christmas has come early. Hello, my name's Stuart Wood and welcome to this unboxing video. Now, BenQ have been kind enough to get in contact with me. They wanted to send me one of their 27-inch photography monitors for me to unbox and review, and that's what this video is going to be. It's going to be about the unboxing experience. Now, just to clarify that BenQ have sent this free of charge, okay, but I will be doing a proper review on it. It will be my experience and what my thoughts are on this monitor. Just to inform you that I have already unboxed these monitors, but unfortunately the video that we produced was unusable. It was all underexposed, the framing was off, so I wasn't happy with that. So I've boxed them back up and I'm going to do a simulation of an unboxing. So we have this monitor here from BenQ now. This is the SW270C. This is going to be fantastic for video editing. And if you're interested in seeing me how I video edit or how I produce my videos, let me know in the comments below, because I'm thinking about doing a series on video editing. So first of all, we have the factory calibration report here. So this monitor has been factory calibrated from the factory. Because I've already unboxed these, some of the packing is already open, but the reason I want to refilm it is I want to show you the packing on this. I mean, these were shipped by UPS and they came undamaged, so that says a lot about the packing in these monitors, okay? They are well packaged, and for a £700 monitor you would expect that. So the first thing we are presented with is part of the stand. This is the neck part of the stand. So what I'm going to unbox things, put them to one side, and then we will assemble the monitor on my table that's underneath this monitor box. Okay, so you can see there just how well packaged these monitors are. So if BenQ is watching, A star for packing. So the packing is absolutely fantastic. Our next bit of kit is the monitor base stand. Again, this is very, very heavy, so good quality build. So now we have the monitors, the cables and the shroud. So the shroud comes in this box here. Okay, so let me just show you that there. Okay, can you see me? So this is the shroud. I'm not going to take that out the box because we want to keep it nice and clean. I don't want to get bits and bobs all over it. But you'll see that when we assemble the monitor. So in here we have the CD and manual. Okay, I never use CDs that come with products. I always download the latest version of the software from the manufacturer's website. So this is mini DisplayPort to DisplayPort. Brilliant if you're on a Mac. If you're on a Windows PC, you might have to buy yourself some extra cables like I have had to do. We have a power cord, which is for the US based power cord. That's a bit useless for me. We have a USB-C cable. So these monitors can be plugged into your MacBook and have the image and power transferred through a single USB-C display cable. So these monitors have a USB hub on the monitor itself, so you do get a USB cable for that as well to plug into your computer. Here we have the puck. So this is it's a control method for the monitor for changing the settings and that, and you can have 3 custom buttons. For instance, for me, I'll set up for Adobe RGB, Rec 709, and then a black and white setting. So that is very useful. So at a touch of a button, we can change what the display looks like. So now, let's get the nitty gritty. Let's get the actual display out. Right, so we have the display out now. And what I've done, I've just tore the packing open so we can see the back of the display, okay? So I'm going to place him over to the one side. And again, I'm keeping the packing on the monitor so it doesn't get damaged. And what we want to do is grab the display base and stand itself. So this has a mount similar to a camera, just here, okay? And I can line up the two arrows. So if you look here, there's a little arrow on there. You probably can't see it. There's an arrow on the stand. There's an arrow on the base. You line those up and then twist, and that's in place. Now to lock it, if we turn it upside down, you'll see a locking screw just there. And this is just a thumb screw that we can tighten up. Okay, there we go. There's our base assembled, and this is the fun part. This is really, really easy. All we've got to do is make sure we've got the top of the BenQ monitor here. Take our base, clip it in, and clip, and then that's it. We can now lift that up by the handle. Now that is a display. And first impressions is when I unboxed these was just wow, because I'm going from a 24-inch gaming monitor to a 27-inch photography monitor. It's a massive, massive leap up. I did have concerns that it might not fit onto the desk. We'll have to find out. Let's get it set up on the desk now, and I will compare it to my Iliama. So we have the BenQ SW270C all set up, and I've got to say it's an absolute eye-opener, because just off the bat, this is a calibrated display. This one is not. And right off the cuff, I can see that my images are oversaturated. So that's how I want my image to look, which is on here, which I'm assuming is perfectly okay for the internet, which is, let's face it, perfectly okay for Facebook. Okay. But looking on the professional monitor, it's oversaturated, which means I've been pushing my saturation way too much. So I'm going to have to go through some of my back catalogue and just do some fine adjustments, bring down the saturation a little bit, because I trust this monitor more than this one. And it is a big eye-opener for anyone who hasn't got a calibrated display, that you might be overdoing your processing, not because you're overdoing it on your own, you know, it's not your fault, but because your monitor is telling you something different than what it should be. So if I go through some of these, let's have a look at the B, for instance. You can see on the BenQ, there's too much orange in the display. And that's because this display is not calibrated. It can't show all of the colours. Nothing wrong with the Iliama, it's just it's a gaming monitor. It's not designed for photography work or any kind of graphic design. The BenQ is, and that's telling me a whole new different story with my images. Massive eye opener. Let's have a look at this one. Again, same thing, oversaturation. More blue in that one than there is on the Iliama. Let's have a look at my Versacolor. That picture looks great on any monitor, to be honest with you. I've got a bit of work to do. I've got to go through my catalogue now and just readjust some of my images. I've got to readjust my presets that I use for editing my macro images, just to make them more accurate now. So all I've got to do now is finish doing my setup. I am a dual monitor user, so we have two BenQ monitors that they've kindly sent over. So all I've got to do now is get these mounted and set up. So let's cut the B-roll. Let's see that get done. I've been using these monitors now for about a week, and so far I am very, very impressed with this monitor. Well, both of them. The surround here really helps out, because as you know, I keep arachnids for pets and for doing my videos, and they are up here. And we have a bunch of lights up there which come down and often spill onto my monitors, which is why I wasn't bothered about using the BenQ screen bar, because I already have light spilling on it. Now I have the shrouds, there's no light spill onto these monitors, which is great. And again, we're getting accurate colours. So I've got my setup here. I have them Visa mounted now onto a monitor stand. This is a triple monitor stand where I've just removed the middle one. I have my puck for the left hand monitor, so now I can switch between Adobe RGB, Rec 709 or black and white. And the black and white is very useful for macro photography because then you can turn your image to black and white, blur it, and then you can see if your subject disappeared in the background, so you know if you've got a good background separation. So the monitor itself is a 27-inch monitor. It's an IPS display, and it's a 1440p monitor, so it's typically known in the industry as a 2K display. The refresh rate on this is 60 Hz. It's 99% Adobe RGB, 97% P3, and 100% sRGB, and it supports 10-bit colour. One of the other features on this monitor I really like is it has an SD card reader on the back, which is brilliant because since upgrading to the EOS R, my file sizes have been getting bigger, so my transfer times have been getting bigger, so this addition is a very welcome for my setup. So as for the rest of the specs and my opinions, I'm going to leave that for the full review. I need to get using these for a few weeks so I can give you a full review and breakdown of these monitors. So far, I am very impressed. So I'm going to get off and carry on working on my spider portrait images. But before I can finalise those, I need to calibrate these displays. So although they are calibrated from the factory, they're not calibrated for my particular setup, the ambient light and all that, okay? So I'm going to be using an X-Rite i1 Display Pro to calibrate these displays in the next video. So subscribe if you're looking forward to that video. We'll go through the process of calibrating your display. So for once, I will actually have a professional calibrated display, and I'm really looking forward to that. It'll be the first time I've done it in my career, and it's going to be an exciting time as to see the difference between my edits. As I've already said in this video, I've already noticed that a lot of my images are oversaturated, so we're going to have to correct some of that. So that's it for the unboxing and first impressions of the BenQ SW270C monitor. I am now going to be off using these for the next few weeks before I do my full review. I want to see if there's any bugs, any problems with them. If you have any questions about these monitors, pop them in the comments below. I will compile all of those together in my final review and give you the answers to those questions. I would like to thank BenQ for sending the monitors over for an evaluation and review. They are going to come in very useful, particularly for the planned year ahead. Subscribe, like and comment if you did like this video or any of my other videos. It really does help out the channel, and the way YouTube is starting to suppress smaller channels, I could really do with the help to spread and grow this YouTube channel. I want to thank you for getting to the end of this unboxing. My name's Stuart Wood, and as always, I'll see you on the next video. So take that as a pinch of salt and just edit all that out because we don't need it. Now, full disclosure, I have already unboxed. No. We will assemble the monitor on my table. It's underneath this monitor box. Yep, I just did that. So we have our BenQ SW270C. Let's get this setup complete and let's come back when it's absolutely complete. And I'm not happy with it. What's the word? I have this from time to time. Okay, let's do that again. So my transfer for